hose. This is so incredibly popular right now. It's $27.99. They say that a good hose, a good price on that, and this is what I learned in my training here, is $1 a foot. That would mean that $40, which would normally be the QVC price on this, would be a great price for this hose. But instead, when you can bring it home for $27.99, it honestly doesn't even matter what hose it is, but when it's Bernini at $27.99, it's incredible. And look, we didn't stop there. We're also giving you this incredible nozzle that goes along with it that can be used in 2 different ways. So you can get one way that helps add a little bit of extra pressure to it as well, and one way that makes it more ergonomical and easier to be able to hold. This hose item number is M95294. You are bringing this home on an easy payment of $9.33. Not only is this hose an amazing value and incredible price, it's also corrosion, puncture, and UV resistant. It expands to over 50% of its size, which means being able to go ahead and store this is super easy to do. It will expand up to 40 feet, and it is super lightweight as well. So it's very, very easy for you to be able to go ahead and take all around your garden. Now, we only have one option that remains in the color, and that color option is a gray. The other 3, they already sold out and they are gone. This is M95294. $27.99 is an incredible price to be able to bring home a hose of this quality, to be able to bring home a hose that has so many features to it, and to bring home a hose that you're going to use season after season after season. It is one that you can link up. Let me show you really quickly how. You saw this nozzle was in the traditional way. Notice what Bernini did here. They actually gave you on the back of this the ability to change it out so that if you want, instead of the water to come up and over, if you want that water to go ahead and have a little bit higher pressure because it is just going to have that direct stream right out, you can actually hold it like this, which I find to be super comfortable, and give yourself a little bit more pressure in that way. Kevin Riley, get on in here. This is such an unbelievable price. Nice to see you, buddy. How's it going?
Doing good.
Okay,
good.
$27.99. These hoses are literally flying out of here right now.
And we're down to one color, I think?
Down to one color.
Boy.
Talk to us about the Bernini difference, and I mean, they are the originator of this hose.
I mean, I don't know how many hoses you can get from the department store that you can tie up as many times as we did here, but probably not many. So the whole story of the metal garden hose with John and John's daughter actually came up with the idea, and we've been selling them at QVC for years, been able to come up with so many cool iterations. What's neat about this one is it expands, which means, so even though it's a 50-foot hose, it actually contracts down to a little bit less than 30 feet. So, and when you put the water on, it expands to the full 50 feet. So what does that mean? It takes up less space. We can put more on the reel. It's lighter weight, but we're not giving up any of the power, and we're not giving up any of the function.
Let's see it in action, because I remember the first time that I caught my eyes on this hose. We sold out of several colors in the show, but you have everything from being able to have that little mister to having that high power wash. Look at the difference. If you want to use this maybe in your big perennial garden and you just are simply adding that mist, you can do it. But then if you want to use this to hose off, maybe spray some GP66 and do it along the side of your siding, you've got a lot of power in here. And notice, he's using the hose, Kevin's using the hose that has all of these knots in it, and you didn't lose any pressure whatsoever. It's an easy pay of $9.33 in order to bring this home. That's amazing. What is this death trap over here?
Watch out. So this is what we like to call it, the torture trap. We'd like to take our hoses and we like to put them under the tap. So this is just one thing. We call it the fence post of death also. So we got screws, we got barbed wire, we got razor blades. Stuff that we're probably not going to find in our garden, but you know, we might be we might be getting up against like rose bushes or rocks, so we just want to make sure it works. So you can stab it, you can pull it, and nothing's going to go wrong. I guarantee your rubber hose is not going to be able to do that. And again, it's still going to work great. We go from that hard jet all the way down to that nice soft mist.
Oh
so
my
we can
gosh.
handle anything from the puppy dogs to the gunk on the tires.
We have a little bit, we've got about 1,000 of these to go around, and that is it. Now, we started with well over 1,100 of those, and a few, like in just a couple previews, what, like 150 of these were picked up just like that. This is an amazing clearance price for you of $27.99. It's $9.33 on an easy payment. If this is in your cart, go ahead and check out, bring it home, take advantage of our 30-day return policy, see how this works for you this summer. Look, in the worst case scenario, if you don't love it after 29 days, go ahead and send it back. You've got 4 weeks basically on us of being able to water your garden with this. Talk about the 2 ways in which we're able to use this and why that's beneficial for us. Why do we like those 2 different nozzle styles?
So that's a good question. So what's neat is, like you said, we can disconnect the hose and we can actually connect it through here. So it gives us 2 options of grip. So say we want to just like have, like it actually helps if you want to go above things, and also if you just want to change things up, and it looks cool as well. So it does give you 2 different neat options. Plus, again, we go from the nice soft mist all the way to that hard decent jet.
Right. Well, you know what I also love too is that at Bernini, they give you the nozzle included with it. If you were to go out to your retailer, one, you're going to pay a pretty penny for a hose. It's not going to be Bernini, a good chance. It's definitely not going to be at this price point. But what we do is we also give you that nozzle as well. I love the power that you have with this hose, but I also love the storage to it. Now, I see back here, we have the wind-up storage. We can put this on here easily and wind it all up.
Oh, so because it's expandable, so even though it's a 50-foot hose, it contracts down to about 30. But the best part, and I would say one of the most fun parts about using the metal hoses in my favorite demo, is just how easy it wraps up.
It's so satisfying to watch.
It literally is satisfying to do, and it's a blast. And so then we go, even if we have that little hump right there,
you can still do it.
We're still making up a heck of a lot less space than any of the rubber hoses that we see in our department store.
So it's lighter weight. I mean, honestly, when you lift this up, which, I mean, this has wheels to it too, but this is super lightweight. How about pulling out? How easy is it to be able to pull out?
So that's 80 feet of hose. That was less than 30 seconds. And again, because it's kind of lightweight, we can keep pulling, and it's not going to worry about sliding anywhere. And it just comes out like a dream. It
literally glides directly out of this. The nice thing about this is you're paying $27.99 or $9.33 when it comes to an easy payment. I'm sorry, Bill, I missed you there. Okay, and yep, started with over 1,100. We're officially under 1,000 that remain here in these hoses. This deal is amazing. Like I said, one of the things that I learned was $1 a hose is a good price. That would mean that the $39 this normally is a good price for this. However, when it's $27.99 and you're getting 40 feet of hose, that's when you pick up more than one. You connect them together because this does expand and contract so easily. It's M95294. Comes to you from Bernini, the one who originated the metal expanding hose, and we've got it here for you on a clearance price, which is very, very rare to happen. If it's in your cart, check out, bring it at home. If you don't love it, you do have 30 days to go ahead and return it. But I'm telling you what, you are going to love not having to go ahead and fuss with your hose because it makes it so easier. So much easier. Okay, coming up in a little bit.